We're learning more and more about how cruel Donald Trump is, especially when it comes to his immigration policy. Today, in an interview on CNN, Miles Taylor, the former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, shared with viewers how Donald Trump wanted to take busloads of immigrants from the border and move them into Democratic cities. And then he went a step further and said that Donald Trump asked them specifically to go and find murderers, rapists, and criminals and bust them into blue cities.
These two governors have brought it back to life. And I'll tell you exactly when this happened. In January and February of 2019, Donald Trump directed us to go and take immigrants from the border and, quote, bus and dump them into Democratic cities and blue states. He wanted us to take immigrants from the border, take them into blue states and cities and put them in there, but he was much more specific. He wanted us to identify the murderers, the rapists, and the criminals, and in particular, make sure we did not incarcerate them, and we put them in those cities. Okay, it doesn't take a lawyer or a genius to recognize this would likely be very illegal to do, but put aside the murderers and the rapists and the criminals, could you take people from the border and just dump them into blue states? We went and we asked the lawyers, and they told us, no, the federal government cannot do that. Congress has not authorized that. And now look, these governors are walking into the same problem that we told the White House was illegal and they couldn't do, and now they're trying to do the same thing.
Now, of course, when we have Republican governors busing and flying migrants around the country in this cruel political photo op fashion that they're doing, of course it goes back to Donald Trump was way more cruel than we thought he was. Of course it goes back to Trump. Trump seems to kind of be the originator of this idea, or the Republicans who were with him in the White House at the time. And now we're learning that he didn't just want to, he directed the Department of Homeland Security to go find the murderers, the rapists, the criminals, and send just them to blue cities. I mean, this is insane. These Republicans are insane. People like Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump, have no right being within 1,000 miles of the White House.